once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel once again. And if it's your first time, welcome. This is going to be a general collective reading. So whatever messages that come out, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. I hope you are enjoying your week so far and looking forward to the weekend. And I hope you are also enjoying your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope everyone is okay. Um, and I hope all is well. All right. Please don't forget to check the description box because I want to recommend a few books, okay, that can help you as you go along life's journey. All right. And thank you ever so much for whatever you have done, whatever support you have given to help this channel. Thank you ever so much. Whatever you did in the past or what you're about to do is much appreciated and it does help out the channel. So thank you ever so much for your support. All right. Now, as always, before I go through the downloads that I received, as well as the reading, all right, I just want to once again use this deck. Okay, it's called Raise Your Vibration by Carl Gray. Okay, and I'm going to be selecting one card for the collective. All right, so let's see what message or vibe. All right, so my ancestors, my spiritual team, okay, the angels wanted me to select this card. Okay, for the collective, it says manifesting is my superpower. Manifesting is my superpower, because we all have that power within us, okay, to because we are creators, okay, of our own reality. Okay, destiny is in our hands, fate is in our hands. We are spiritual magicians, okay, but we just need to connect, continue to connect, all right, to our spiritual team, to the higher power, all right, to give us, to help us, all right, gain the tools that we need in order to bring more blessings, more abundance in our life, all right. So I'm just going to just put this on the stand and see what else, all right, that's spirit would like us to know, okay. So let's see. Manifesting is my superpower. Okay, so okay, it says here, you are the master of manifestation. Every one of your thoughts, actions, non-actions, and choices is affecting the unfolding of your pathway. Realize that you have great potential and power, and you can draw on heavenly support to create the life of your wildest dreams. When you draw this card, this isn't a time to hold back on those dreams. It's time to aim even higher. If you have already set the bar, move it up. You were born to experience health, wealth, and happiness in every area of your life. It's time to claim that experience. You are a powerful vortex of manifestation at this time, and therefore it's important to ensure that your intentions and ideas are aligned with the highest. Don't focus on your fears, acknowledge those feelings, then let them go. Feel how you want to feel. Visualize what you're ready to receive. Experience in your heart the abundance that you're ready to experience in your life. All right. So maybe someone out there needs to hear this. All right. It could be a cross watcher who's watching this at this moment, and maybe they don't know how to manifest and whatever. So anyway, just take whatever messages that come. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, and the vibe of the day says, I am a master of manifestation. All right, I am a master of manifestation. Okay, all right. So, okay, what I'm going to do is quickly go through the downloads. All right. Um, now, what I've been noticing, okay, I've been seeing a lot of road closures, okay, are the road closures, okay, or diversion signs. So if you notice, okay, that especially if you're going for your your walk, your daily walk or run, okay, or even on your way to work, and you're noticing this, okay, it could be that someone is maybe doing spell work, all right, to try and create blockages in your life, or and it can be done in many ways, all right, so please pray against this, all right, as well as if you notice a lot of diversion signs, okay, it could be that someone or group of people want to throw you off your path, your spiritual path, all right, want you to go the other way, all right, and they could also be trying to do this by sort of like blocking or trying to block, or not you trusting your intuition, that can make you self-sabotage, okay, and make the wrong decision. So just be aware, be mindful, okay, of this, and also pray against this as well, okay. I also saw like a knife, okay, a plastic knife in the road. So it could be, a case where someone wants to create some kind of conflict, or you could be in some conflict with a person or group of people. Um, I don't know if I mentioned it in the last reading. Okay, I did see a loose tie. Okay, so and I did see a woman. Okay, she had like she has like a rope or something on her in her hand. So I don't know if maybe somebody could be trying to um uh, do some, or they're doing some form of binding spell work to, or to keep you tied to a situation or to them. Okay, I did see a coffin, so it could be that you've ended, or it could be to do with the ending of cycles, or it could be that someone, if someone has passed away, okay, a family friend, love, whatever, please accept my deepest um sympathy, all right. But it could just mean that even you, okay, you could be ending certain things in your life, things that doesn't serve your higher purpose, all right, so that could also represent that, okay. um there could be a past person or group of people that are not happy, okay, because you've decided to cut ties or no longer talking to them or dealing with them. Okay, it could be that they are angry because you have that sense of freedom. Um, but whatever it is, okay, one of the things that Spirit wanted me to mention, okay, as well as my ancestors and the divine, um, okay, they wanted me to just say that there will always be opposition, okay, no matter whatever you do, even if you are not on any type of spiritual or religious path, there's always going to be opposition, there's always going to be people coming up against you, there's always going to be people that's not happy, and especially it's going to even be worse, when you decide to change your life around, to do things which is pleasing to the Most High. There's always going to be opposition. And Jesus, okay, of 2,000 years ago, he also warned this, okay, he warned about this, okay, he told his disciples that, if everything that I had gone through, you will go through the same thing, okay, because as Jesus of 2,000 years ago, he says that you are in the world, but you're not part of the world, meaning the world is to do with the matrix, to do with the system of things, all right. And also, another thing here, um, that even yeah, all right. I want to mention about Apostle Paul, but I'll mention about him later on. All right. Now, I remember researching something because I wanted to find out. Okay, what does the word disempowerment mean? Okay, and what I found out. Okay, that this empowerment can mean, okay, a way of basically losing your sort of personal power, okay, and one of the ways that can be done, okay, is um by always feeling guilty, okay, that or in a way that you always have to feel obligated to help someone or group of people. It could even be to do for family member, okay, and it could be down to maybe this person is using or take like trying to play victim all the time. It could be like a continuous thing, or basically like a guilt trip. All right. And what I've discovered, okay, that if you always feel or are always you are overburdened, okay, by this, by people always wanting you to feel guilty even though they are the ones who keep making the mistakes over and over again. It could be, and you keep every time trying to help this person, but at the same time, you're also self sabotaging yourself, creating blockages for you. All right. It could be down to some form of childhood trauma, okay, that you could have experienced in the past. All right. So I find that was quite interesting to learn this. All right. So if you are experiencing these things, it could be that something that could have occurred somewhere in your life, okay, as a child. All right. So maybe you might need to do some inner child healing. Okay, I do inner child. I do a monthly reading now. Okay. So please check out my videos out on my channel. So you never know. Maybe you might find something there that can help you. Another thing is that what my spiritual team wanted to just remind everyone that we are in a spiritual war. Okay, we are living in the last days. It's this war or battle is Armageddon. It's truth versus falsehood. Okay, because uh, Allah the Creator, God the Creator. Okay, I call him Allah because I'm Muslim. He created this the universe in truth, but obviously Satan couldn't do the same. He wanted to create his will, and the only way he can do it is through falsehood. So because of this, we need to make sure that we um are using and trusting our intuition and use discernment at all times, okay, and um not continually seeking approval or validation from other people. We need to pay attention to the signs, signals, and synchronicities, meditate if need be, and always pray, have faith, trust in the process, and be patient, okay, as well, because patience is the fruit of the spirit, and patience is a virtue. All right. Now, some of the songs that been channeled to me is "Take a Chance on Me." Um, I think that's by ABBA. So maybe someone who maybe who was deceptive in the past, maybe want to come back. All right. Also turn around. So I think there could be someone who wants uh to have a second chance, but they may want you to compromise. All right, which is definitely a no-no, especially if there are red flags, if they are not true to them or they're deceptive. All right. Also, the song "Down," I think it's "Down by the River." I can't remember who sings it. Okay, but I believe that there could be somebody who um in need or is searching for spiritual healing or praying um to God for salvation for whatever they did, all right. But that that's not a bad thing, okay. Because it all starts with healing for the journey, okay. This is a the journey should be life should be a healing process, all right. So um and one thing I must tell this person, because maybe it could be a cross watcher watching this, is that one thing you need to remember is that we are all gods, all right? That's what King David said, all right? In Psalms 82 verses 6, we are all gods, but we just need to connect to the Most High, all right? In order for us to discover whatever treasure that what that is hidden inside of us, okay? Because we are meant to create um our kingdom on this earth, all right? But we need to be king of our dome, of our mind, okay? And have that um connection with the Most High, the higher power. There's also something about a warning about pride, okay? Because when I turn the scriptures, um, there was something about I think it was Deuteronomy chapter 8 verses 11. So I think Allah was warning, okay, God was warning people against pride. So I don't know, maybe you're dealing with somebody or have dealt with somebody who is on all in their ego, which is another which is not a good thing because pride is before fall. All right, and again, I just wanted to just I was advised, okay, to just mention this verse. Okay, this is in if the book of Ephesians, okay, in the Holy Bible, and it's um from okay yes chapter 6, okay, verses 12. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we also have to remember, okay, that we are in a spiritual warfare. Okay, a lot of times when people do us wrong, okay, we have to just remember that we are fighting against demons. Okay, we are fighting against um like spirits, okay, um from the underworld, okay. So we shouldn't take things too much at heart, okay. And we just need to make sure that we carry that um spiritual armor of God, okay. Have faith, trust, and pray, all right. That's which is one of the most important things that we can do right now. And the crystals that our spiritual team would like us to work with, um, if you are interested in working with crystals, okay, is Lordstone, Shungite, Moldavite, Pyrite, Gem, Rhodonite. Um, I know this is a crystal that is very rare to find. I had to purchase mine on from Amazon, but it helps the pineal gland, okay, which is very much to do with the third eye, and it helps to bring intuitive guidance, all right. So and if you are interested in working with crystals, please check the description box because I'll put the names of some books which have helped me, as I go along my journey, all right. So I'm sure there'll be something there that can help you as well if you're interested in working or knowing more about crystals, all right. So what I want to do is I'm going to be using this deck. It's called Path of the Shadows Oracle cards. All right, just to see to check on what energies, what's happening around the collective, and then I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch Tarot to clarify, and some other decks. Okay. And I just want to just remind you, okay, that tarot oracle reading is all to do with energy. It's also non-gender. Okay, he can be a she, or she can be a he, and it's also timeless. All right. And whatever messages are coming, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Okay. So let's. I'm just going to give the deck a bit of a shuffle and just see what comes out. Okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what are the current energies around the collective and what do they need to know at this time? Okay, so if the first card that came out, it says Mystic Swamp. Mystic Swamp. Okay, let me just put the lights on a bit. Okay. Okay, Mystic Swamp. So it says deep dark water. Okay, yeah, deep dark waters, our reflection. You can't see. You won't find yourself if you don't go deep. Okay, deep dark waters, our reflection. You can't see. You won't find yourself if you don't go deep. Okay, so it looks to me like I think this is all to do with maybe this whoever it is, okay, that they need to do some form of shadow work. It could be you, okay, it could be to do with people you're associated with, or it could be energies in other people's energies. Okay, so all right, so another thing, okay, I could see regarding this card, it could be okay, so in spiritual terms they call it like astral waters, where um like someone is going, somebody could be going through the dark night of the soul as well. Okay, and because it just reminds me of the card in the, I believe it's in the Star Seed Oracle. Okay, um where you see this woman, she's walking, and from what I have learned, okay, that this is like, it's sort of like astral waters. It's almost like that you going, or somebody's going through the dark night of the soul, going through this initiation stage, okay, and they leaving behind what no longer serves their higher purpose. Okay, so it could mean that as well. All right. Yeah, I think the deck Starseed Oracle is by Rebecca Campbell. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay. So the spiritual angels, what does the collective need to know? What energies are around the collective at this time? Okay, so we've got here perfectis, perfectism, perfectionism. Sorry, perfectionism. Okay. And it says that in the pursuit of perfection, night after night, I've gifted myself 1,000 flaws. Okay. Now, it could be all right that it could be you, or it could be um another person. Okay, but because perfectionism, okay, is a shadow aspect, okay, which we need to conquer. It's about like, basically what it is like trying to be perfect. All right, trying to be perfect. Now it could be that, okay, if you are in this energy, or this person is in that energy, they might be feeling that um because of this they can't be themselves. All right, they are afraid that people are going to judge them. Okay, there could be some things that is hidden inside. It could be that maybe that could have started, okay, from when they were a child. Okay, they feel that they're not good enough, they're not worthy enough, and they always have to um always, like um try and keep doing something over and over again. And it just reminds, this one reminds me of a channel message I got from Michael Jackson, because I don't know if you know about his story. Okay, he's seen, people always viewed him as a perfectionist, all right? But what Michael Jackson, okay, the message that I got from him was that the reason for this is that it was something that was embedded in him, and he didn't even realize that, okay, because with his father, he had this, he didn't have a good relationship with his father, and he was very pressured to do things over and over and over and over again. I think at one point he even said that he was beaten and like verbally abused, um physically abused by his father. And I think without him even realizing, okay, that this habit, as an adult, it continued. All right. So okay, so these are probably one of the things, all right, that we need to, maybe if we are embodying this energy, that we may need to sort of like pray against this and try to find a way, or maybe do some form of inner soul or inner child healing work, or even shadow work, all right, to conquer this energy. Okay. But again, this doesn't have to be your energy, it could belong to other, someone else's. And let's see what's the next one. Okay, so Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what is the current energy around the collective? What do they need to know? What? Okay. Okay, so we've got mirror. Okay, so it says self-examination, understanding, acceptance. Okay, so again, um, whoever this person is, could be you, or maybe somebody around you, or somebody around other people that surround you. Um, they need to maybe go in, do some shadow work uh because mirrors in spiritual terms, it means it's a symbol to reflect. All right. um that's why it says there's self-examination, understanding, acceptance. Okay, because by doing shadow work, it could help for us to help to accept who we are and see what it is to do. It's also a way to help us do some form of introspection, okay, to see what areas in our life that we need to change to become a better version of ourselves. All right. Okay, so okay, so what see what's okay on top of the deck. Okay, we do have this card. It says lantern, guidance, um illumination, and hope. Okay. And then we do have here at the bottom that we have uh harpy, a creature of many guises. In storms I saw, amid virtues and vices, a reflection of life's score. Okay, so maybe whoever this person could be wearing a mask by not being their true authentic self. Okay, so let's see. I'll keep these ones. Okay, and then you also have dagger as well. It says action, bravery, determination. So I'll keep these on the side. All right. Because these messages, okay, could refer to whatever that's going to come out. So I'm going to be using the tarot um deck, all right, the everyday witch. All right, so I'm going to be clarifying the first card where it says mystic swarm. Now, these energies could belong to one person or group of people. All right, so let's see. Holy Spirit, holy angels, please clarify mystic swamp, mystic swamp. Right, so we've got 9 of Wands. Okay. We've got 4 of Cups. We've got her Wheel of Fortune. 5 of Cups. Mhm. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So what the way okay, according to the messages, okay, that came out from the cards, it seems to me that, okay, it could be something that happened in the past. It could also be someone who you dealt with in the past, okay, or okay, um and what happened, okay, this person, um from what I'm seeing here, okay, this person could have been somebody who was quite you know, stubborn, okay. um they could have been determined to do something, okay, because you got 9 of Wands here, okay. And what it is, all right, whatever they chose to do, okay, it's they probably not well, it has not it now they're not feeling happy, okay, whatever decision they made or whatever they did, okay, because you've got 4 of Cups here, all right, 4 of Cups, all right. um Says deep dark waters are reflections you can't see. You won't find yourself if you don't go. Yeah, yeah. I think it's to do with an action that somebody took. All right. Because this card, Mystic Swarm, it does talk about reflecting. It says deep dark waters are reflection you can't see. You won't find yourself if you don't go deep. All right. So unless if this person is not reflecting, because if you see, look at this card, you see how this man is, he's it's almost like he's thinking about, okay, what um he's thinking about something, okay. And it could be to do with the choices that he made. All right, it could be maybe at that time he didn't feel as he wasn't satisfied or content with what he had. All right. um you know, even though if you notice that this person is bringing this individual a cup, but okay, but he's still focusing um on what he has lost, okay. um this person could also be experiencing some form of miss could be some form of misfortune, okay, because you do have 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles here, all right. But again, you know, destiny is in our hands, okay. This card here, Wheel of Fortune, is basically the fate. It's to do with fate, and it's also depending. If you notice that they've got little things here, okay, on this card, it's to do with the choices, okay, is to do with, is the end result of the, to do with of how we choose to live our life, is to do with the choices and decisions that we make, okay. So maybe they're having they are now reflecting, because if you notice this girl, she's looking at what are the cups here, and Five of Cups does talk about loss, all right, and Five of Pentacles does talk also about loss, being left, feeling left out in the cold, okay. So it doesn't always have to be a love relationship. It could be to do with, you know, it could be to do with business, it could be to do with a family situation, okay. But yeah, but there's a lot of cups here. So yeah, so it could be to do more to do family or a love situation here. Okay. And maybe this person maybe need to go within, all right, and see, you know, what um to see what, you know, to go within, do some form of reflection, so, introspection. So let me just use this deck, situation deck, see what comes out. The spirit one, please clarify mystic swarm, mystic swarm. Okay. Yeah. So it could be to do something in the past. You probably cut this person out. It says cut down, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. So um if this is your story, you could have separated from this person, okay. um Maybe you've created healthy boundaries, maybe not even probably not even speaking to this person, okay. Because it does say silent treatment here. You got girl with the snake, charmed or used, enable boundaries, okay. Maybe you were dealing with this individual and you somehow felt used, or maybe this person feels used, okay, and that's why um they now in this Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups energy, okay. You could have moved away and feeling now more stable, more secure, okay, since you moved away. Or maybe this person is now reflecting that, you know, if they had stayed, okay, or if you were together, they would have feel more secure, more stable in their situation. um It could be a situation here where this um, person wasn't serious. They could have had many options. They probably strung you along. Okay. Yeah, it says here, not today, boundaries unheard, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. So you could be in this energy, all right? Or maybe this person is in this energy because um you left this person or cut communication with this person. um Let me use this. Yeah. Yeah. It says here, don't want to hurt. So you could have been dealing with somebody who was very stubborn, okay? And maybe that's why on the card it's saying here that this person, okay, probably needs to go within, okay? All right. this card. Okay. Okay, maybe there was a lot of manipulation, lies. This person could have been somebody who was very controlling in the past. Okay. This person could also be taking substances as well. All right. And also this person could be also somebody who is quite toxic you're dealing with. Okay. All right. So let me just clarify. I'm going to be clarifying this one, perfectionism, all right, and see what comes out there. Okay. Holy Spirit, please clarify perfectionism. Okay, we've got 9. So I'm clarifying the second card. We've got her 9 of swords. Okay. 6 of wands. Got the strength card here. We've got 3 of swords. We've got we have got Knight of Swords. And then we've got the Emperor, okay? So, you could be in this energy, or this person could be in this Emperor energy, all right? And you could be dealing with somebody, okay, who embodies the Knight of Swords energy, okay? All right, and maybe what it is, all right, this but it could also be, okay, this whoever embodies the Emperor energy, okay, they could also be embodying the Knight of Swords energy, okay, and the shadow side of the Knight of Swords energy, okay, um it's somebody, all right, who um is somebody who's very impatient, somebody who is unpredictable, okay, um somebody who doesn't who embodies the loss of focus, right? Maybe they did something daring, okay, they came up with they came up with a plan or something like that, okay, um and whatever it is, if you were in some form of relationship, okay, maybe there was no equal give and take, or maybe they wanted to do something where they have the upper hand, okay, and as a result, okay, it has created some loss because obviously you got okay, you got 3 of swords here, all right, And you also got 9 of Swords here. Okay. That means 9 of Swords is talks about like basically having sleepless nights. And I'll just read this at the bottom. It says, in the pursuit of perfection, night after night, I've gifted myself 1,000 flaws. Yeah. Whatever they try to do, okay, whatever they try to do, it could have been something, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe they wanted to, they could have done something, okay, to from what I'm getting here, all right. It looks like, okay, that maybe this person wanted to do something to gain some status, okay. Maybe um it could be to do with money, because the emperor, okay, when the emperor energy is talks about, could be like a boss leadership role, somebody who owns their own business, okay, and maybe they took swift action to do something, and it could be to do with status, okay. They wanted to be, because definitely 6 of Wands also talks about being victorious, okay, and maybe whatever it is, all right, um I don't know, it could, but the way I'm seeing it is like they probably tried to do it, maybe they wanted people to see them as somebody who is perfect, somebody who they are not, okay, and it could be something to do with status, and maybe you are dealing with a Knight of Swords, okay, somebody who embodies that energy, and they wanted to be sort of um but to look like they're an emperor, something like that. They could be just like a knight, but then they just wanted to be like in this mode, but through it could be through deception, okay. So just take the energy as it resonates, all right. So let me just and as I said, it could be to do with money, because you've got, I don't know, I mean, at the top of the deck, you do have 9 of Pentacles here, okay? Um, and 9 of Pentacles does talk about comfort, the energy, okay? It talks about comfort, security, and abundance, okay? And by doing that, okay, it could be that they um when you were with this person, okay, maybe this person offered you just a night, you know, they were probably in that Knight of Cups energy as well, where, and this and knights, okay, are very, it's a very slow, immature energy, okay. This is what I'm seeing here. Like this person was trying to be what they're not, okay. So, let me just use, let's see. Let me use the another deck and see what comes out. Just clarify. Okay, what's clarifying perfectionism is childish. So it says that someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the term should be grow up or get out. So this was, as I said, the energy of nights is a very sort of immature type of energy. Okay. I was reading this clarify perfectionism. Okay, it says a show off needs to prove themselves insecure exhibitionist. Sorry, I'm pronouncing it. Okay, so again, I think this person, okay, did drown, like they did some form of action, okay, that just to give them a one up in society, okay, because we got this here. It says show off needs to prove themselves, but inside there, because they feel somehow insecure, okay. All right, and then you got demanding. It says unrealistic expectations, high maintenance diva. Okay, so this actually confirms, um, it confirms what I just said earlier. Okay, um, that this person just wanted a one of, it's supposed to do status, and it goes on to say here, at the top of this day, it says forgiving public. Okay, so maybe this person wants um you to hear them out. It says forgiving, they didn't mean to hurt you, but you are holding on it. Forgiving helps you get past it. So I don't know, maybe they want your forgiveness. Okay. Okay. Let me use another deck. Let me just use another deck and see what comes up. Okay, you could have been in a love-hate situation with this person. Let me just get the card back. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please clarify perfectionism. Please clarify perfectionism. Okay, yeah. All right. This person maybe wanted to have a relationship with you, but they didn't want any strings attached. Okay, so maybe um they wanted to basically wanted to be with you, but it could be just, it's all to do with status. All right, all to do with status. Okay. Okay, this person probably within, they're probably not happy within themselves. Okay, that's why probably feeling very insecure because again that came up. Okay, and you probably ended this relationship with this person. Okay. Okay, but you were dealing with somebody who was quite shady, wearing a mask. Okay, they wasn't being genuine, um, you know, and upfront what their true intentions were. Okay, so that was definitely a hidden, intention. Okay, to this individual. All right, so I'm going to be clarifying the last card. I don't know where the second card's where it's gone. Okay. So I'm going to be clarifying the last card where it says mirror. Okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please clarify mirror. Please clarify mirror. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please clarify mirror. Okay, so we've got here 8 of Cups. Okay, we've got the Hermit. We've got King of Cups. Page of Wands. 2 of Swords. Okay. We've got Knight of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles. All right. So, I mean, according to what's coming out here, all right, it could be that, that it could be a past situation, okay, where you've walked away, okay, and have either healed because you've got the star card here, okay, or um you might be also in solitude, okay, or in solitude healing, okay, from this situation. You might have found out something because the Hermit card does talk about being enlightened about something, all right. And because of that, you could have walked away. Okay, this person um, could have also be, as much as they wanted to be with you because of status or whatever. This person could be somebody who was quite selfish, greedy, because you got 4 of Pentacles here. Okay, you could have been dealing with somebody who embodies the King of Cups, okay, as well as the Knight of Pentacles, or it could be you could embody the King of Cups energy, because again, once again, as I said, that it's all to do with energy. The readings, tarot oracle reading is all to do with energy, okay, and it's non-gender, okay. So you could be in this energy, okay, and maybe whatever this uh person wanted to offer you was um a Knight of Pentacles, which a Knight of Pentacles is a very slow energy, as I say, very immature, and you probably just you know decided to just leave whatever you had or whatever you built with this person behind, okay, um, and now this person, okay, maybe depending on the choices they made, okay, which was not, that wasn't beneficial for you. As I said, you could be healing from this situation, and this person probably now wants to come back, okay, because you got Page of Wands. They probably want to have a new passionate beginning with you. Okay. Again, they want to come in, but what they want to offer you again is they are in this energy, Knight of Cups energy, which again is a very slow energy, very immature. All right. And they, they looks like they're quite determined to do this, because if you notice, if you see this woman is holding a dagger, but they could also want to come in, okay, asking for your forgiveness, and they want you to make, could be want the okay, they might want you to make the wrong choice, okay, by having them back. um okay. um but you have to be careful, okay, because this person is still in this Seven of Swords deceptive energy. You need to, I don't think you need to like use your intuition and discernment at all times, okay. This person could be regretting, okay, what they had with you, because you got Nine of Swords here. Maybe they're reflecting, because as I said, mirror in spiritual terms does um it symbolizes reflection. So maybe they're having a chance to reflect on what they did, and realizing that they missed an opportunity being with you, okay. um all right. Now they are realizing that they could have been, if they were honest at the beginning, um they would have somehow would have experienced more abundance, more prosperity, okay. So I mean, this person, as I said, because and I said that in my previous reading, okay, that you could be dealing with like somebody who is meant to be your divine partner, okay. um but what it is, maybe you and this individual maybe had to split. You, both of you, had to go through this sort of like spiritual term called dark night of the soul, to reflect. Maybe you had to do some healing, this other person had to do some healing. But what I'm trying to say, that you just need to, as I've said previously, even before the reading, that you need to pay attention to the red flags, okay, because this person could still be in deceptive energy. So the person that you walked away from, okay. You need to, if you're not sure, go within, pray, all right. But pay attention to the signs, signals, and synchronicities that the universe um, is trying to tell you, okay. Maybe this is why the Latin is here. Maybe you found out, okay, about this person, because it says guidance, illumination, hope. Okay, you can see there's a light lantern, okay, on this picture, okay. Maybe you found out that this person was again not being true, okay, not being authentic, because it says a harpy, a creature of many guises, in storms I saw amid virtues and vices, a reflection of life's score, okay. And then you got dagger, action, bravery, determination. So maybe this person was, is probably could be still in that energy, okay. But I think what it is, to be honest with you, let's see. um and as I said here, okay, this person could be still wearing a mask, because spirit guided me to this card here, where this person is still um wearing a mask, okay. Let's see. Let me just use this deck and see what's up, what maybe their might be their motive. Okay, so let's see. For this person wanted to return what? Okay, yeah. Okay, so we've got here dominate. Okay, so this person who wants to come back, they want to somehow dominate you. Okay. Okay, they also want to undermine whatever you as an individual. Okay, they also want to cause some form of confusion. Okay. Okay, yeah. They also want to manipulate you. They could be um an emotional manu- manipulator. Okay. They could be doing this out of revenge. Okay, but be careful, because if you take this person back, there may be a lot of conflict. Okay, and this person could leave you quite burdened. Okay. Maybe they feel threatened, okay, because you're independent, you're doing well for yourself, okay, and they're not happy with whatever it is. And what Spirit also wanted me to mention again, that this person is toxic, okay. You could be dealing with a group of people, but what I'm just saying here is, let me just use this one and see. Now, well, I'm just looking at this card. Okay, this by seeing the sword here, it could also represent like the Ace of Swords. Okay, in the tarot deck, meaning that whatever is coming out is the truth. Okay, but you also have to be also aware that this person who wants to come back, okay, they could uh feel some form of they could be have some form of anger, okay, towards you, because you moved away. You're probably happy, abundant, you could be in a new relationship, and this person wants to basically betray you again, because obviously with the knife here, okay, they probably want to stab you in the back, because they feel probably stabbed in the back because you um pulled away from them, you closed out a cycle with them. Okay. Yeah, maybe they see you being established, um very secure. Okay, and maybe they wanted, this is what they wanted. Okay, because as I said, this person could have just wanted to be with you because of for just for money, greed, or it could be that they were just greedy as well. Okay, because it says they're established, settled, secure, wealthy. Let's bring it in just clarify. Mirror. Yeah, this person probably still has some, could have be or seeing somebody on the side. Says love affair, dirty little secret, down low. It says sex fix. Okay, maybe this person, because you moved away, this person feels, or in this energy, they could be stuck. Okay, things could be stagnant in their life. Um, Okay, they could be hopeful, okay, that you may give them another chance. It says hopeful, inspired, optimistic success. Okay. But what spirit is warning, it says this person is clingy, it says old exes, dead relationships, old ways. This person could still be in their old ways. Once again, this could be a karmic, most likely was a karmic connection. It says karmics, the parties, haters, lessons learned. So there was lessons for both you and this individual, how to learn That's why probably they need to do some form of shadow work or introspection to find out what happened. And again, now or else, or this person could be reflecting on the bad choices that they made in the past. Okay. But what spirit is saying, that this um was a toxic situation. It says toxic drama, arguments, incompatible. All right. Let's see. Yeah. This person, okay, if they haven't changed their ways, okay, they may want you to compromise. It says conflict resolution, compromising, making amend, positive outcome. Okay. They could be currently stalking you. It says unknown caller, stalking, hanging up unknown numbers. Okay, this person could be quite depressed because you walked away. It says hurting, crying, depressed, pain and sorrow. Okay. It says inferno, chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. So they maybe feeling that everything is falling apart in their life. But this person, what spirit is also saying, that this person could be quite envious. This person is a hater, spiteful, could be jealous, and or most of all, as I said, if this is so, this person is meant to be your divine partner. um okay, you will know what spirit is saying, that use your intuition and discernment at all time, and please pay attention to the red flags. Okay, because this person could have said they changed, whatever, blah 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 blah. They could convince you that they are your divine partner, but you need to pay attention to the red flags, okay, signs, because this person could still be have somebody on the side, and this person could still be in this deceptive energy. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see who this person. It could be one person, because I said this energy could belong to one person or group of people. So let's see what houses or zodiac signs are coming out for whoever that you're dealing with. Okay, this could be past energy, current energy. Okay, it could be something that you're gonna be, because we're all on different timelines. Okay, so it could be something to do with a situation where you could be dealing with in the near or distant future. So Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what houses or okay. Okay, so you could be a Taurus, you could be dealing with a Taurus, or you or this person could have Taurus placements um, in your chart. Okay, you could also be dealing with a Leo. Okay, or you could be a Leo or have those placements in your chart, or this other person um, has Leo placements. And I've also got Leo. We've got the Sun here. Okay, um, and the sun rules Leo, so we've got another Leo here. Okay, you could also be dealing with an Aries. You could be an Aries or have Aries somewhere in your chart, as well as the other person. You've got Mars rules Aries. Okay, you could also be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio. This person that you're dealing with is a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements in your chart, or this person. Also, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could be a Sagittarius or both you or this person could have Sagittarius placements in your chart, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Okay, you could also be dealing with a Libra as well. Okay, um, or you could be a Libra, this person could be a Libra, or you have Libra placements in your chart. Okay, and a Virgo. Okay, so you could be a Virgo, this person could be a Virgo, or you or this person could have um Virgo placements, and you could also be in your North Node, because North Node is also here. Okay, or maybe so you could be dealing with somebody that's in the South Node. Okay, which is to do with the past, and you could be in your North Node, which is, like maybe like you could be in your destiny or walking towards that. All right. Okay. All right. So, and another thing to mention, okay, this person could also be doing um mirror magic as well. Okay. Let's see what else. Just use another. Okay, so let's see what messages, okay, the ancestors have to give to the collective. Could be to do with the message that just came out, or it could be just general collective advice. Okay. Yeah. All right. Mhm. Maybe you've overcome whatever it is you've overcome, and you're now victorious, and maybe this is why this person wants to um return. Okay, you could be a high priestess, you could be balanced. Okay, and quite harmonious within yourself. Okay, you could also have some form of spiritual awakening. Okay, or awakened about this person. Let's see what else. If there's any really beloved ancestors, what message do you have for? Okay. Okay, so you've got Mother of Water. It says emotional self-care. All right. So let me just put this on. So, let's see. Okay, so let's see what I'm just looking for the booklet now. Okay, so see what the secret of the ancestors have to say. Okay, so this message is coming from the Mother of Water. Okay, it goes on to say, take care of you. You are forgetting yourself. Listen to your inner voice. Trust the intuitive guidance coming your way. Your powers have never steered you wrong. You have only neglected to trust them. All of the soul work you have done so far is paying off. Take better care of your heart. Believe who people show themselves to be. Believe what your third eye shows you. Wow. This ancestor rules all things when it comes to our emotions. She also has healer priestess energy, but you don't want this to be wounded healer energy. Be sure to love up on yourself so that your cup is full enough to give to others. All right, so this is, sort of like again, this is a warning here, okay, from um this ancestor to say that to make sure that we use our intuition and discernment at all times, okay, and pay attention to the signs, signals, and synchronicities, okay. And it goes on to say, I just want to just read a bit more. It says, on the ancestral medicine, it says, for many of our ancestors, embodying love was a liability. Being vulnerable left them open to being hurt in perilous situations. When you choose the power of openness and vulnerability, you heal them. You don't need to make choices from fear and lack in the same way they did. All right. So, okay. So maybe this person, okay, operated in a state of fear. Maybe this is the reason why they felt that they had to do or take this action for them to somehow feel that, if they didn't, they would be judged. And as I said, this, it looks to me that this person wanted to wanted to be with you. It could be to do with something to do with because they didn't feel good about themselves, okay, because of status in some way. All right. And it could be something to do with money as well. Okay. All right. Let's see. I just want to just take one more. Okay, we've got the trickster. It says ego and excess. All right. So this person could still be operating out of their ego. It could be that's the reason why they made that decision. All right. So, in other words, this person could still be a trickster. Okay. So, as I said, please pay attention to the red flags and trust your intuition and discernment at all times. All right. It goes on to say, are you or someone around you making unhealthy choices? You feel trapped. Your shadow appears to be in charge. Your vices and fears are in danger of running your life. You are the cause of the mess you are in. That may sound like bad news, but the great news is that you have the key to fix it. The devil is in the details. You are being seduced by unhealthy attachments, your temptations, materialism, addiction. You feel trapped. Life is convinced you that you are powerless. The trickster is terrifying because we fear getting lost within our own indulgences. You've been stuffing down and hiding your shadow self, and your inner dark goddess is not happy about it. Under all of that rage is grief that is calling out to be seen, felt, and healed. Okay, and the ancestral memory here it says the ancestral trickster comes forward as Anansi, the cunning West African spider god, the renowned tempter and mischief maker, weaves intricate webs that lure the unsuspecting. Anansi's secret is that he teaches lessons of discernment and consequences. Mm. The ancestral message now, it says this ancestor can represent depression. If you want something different, you need to do something different. Look beyond your vices. If you need help, get it. Okay. Um and the okay, so let me just read the declarations on both of them, okay? So maybe we've got a cross watcher, okay. I don't think this is necessarily your energy. It could be to do with people you're dealing with, or okay, it could be something that's happened in the past. So the first card, okay, it represents the tarot, the traditional tarot, the Queen of Cups, and the declaration, okay, for this card, it says, I am filled with the power of love. Okay, so make sure that you put yourself in any situation, all right? Because it begins with us, okay? We need to love ourselves. Once we love ourselves, then we will make the right choices that is beneficial for ourselves and for our life, all right? And the the um the second message, the trickster, this corresponds, okay, to do the ego, okay, and the declaration, okay, maybe this, whoever is in this energy, because I remember when I was, as I said earlier on, when I was doing my going through my downloads, when I turned the scriptures, I did see something about God warning the Israelites about pride, okay, and pride is very much connected to someone's ego. And the declaration, if this cross watch is watching, they could say, I easily release anything that is holding me back, because that itself can create blockages. It can cause stagnancy, okay, in one's life, okay. Okay, so let's see what else spirit would like to tell the collective at this time. What is it that we should be focusing on? What do we need, what does the collective need to know besides these ancestral messages? Okay, so let's see. At this time. Okay. All right. So what came out is we got hostilities. Okay. So you could be a life partner 8. So number 26, when you add the two numbers, it gives you number 8. So again, it's all about okay, the to do with us making sure that we protect ourselves to create healthy boundaries. Okay. All right. Because there might be people that might not be happy. Okay, it could be to do with this individual. Okay, it could be because they somehow feel brokenhearted because you moved away um, from this person. Okay, it could be a group of people. All right, and as I said, this person could be doing mirror magic. Okay, because you got here the magician and the mirror. It could also mean that we may need to take some time out, because we, as I said earlier, we are spiritual magicians, okay? And maybe we may need to take time if we're still uh wondering why or whatever. Maybe we may need to take some time to do some form of introspection, maybe to some form of shadow work. Okay. You got Uriel here. Okay, she's seen as the goddess of the moon. So again, if you are interested in working with the energies of the moon, and the moon is all about shadow work as well, okay, to help us to reflect on what has happened. Okay. um you know um and we have, if we haven't yet done that, if we're still dealing with this individual, maybe we can maybe call on the divine, our spiritual team, to help us to walk away from this situation. But I do believe it's because you may have walked away from this individual, okay, and that's why they feel broken hearted. All right. And some of us may need to rest. Okay. And by resting and rejuvenating, it also gives us time to contemplate and to meditate as well. Okay. And to also we've got like three angels, archangels, that's coming out. All right, which is the spirit is around this reading. We have Archangel Gabriel. Okay, you can call on Archangel Gabriel. Okay, then it's be any form of like, especially in a child healing work, if you want to communicate more effectively, to be more creative. Okay, and also to express your thoughts, your ideas, even to this person, if they may want to come back. If then so you can call on Archangel Gabriel. Shamiel, you can call on Shamiel if you don't have the inner strength, willpower, um, to make those changes. All right. So you can call on Shamiel. Okay. He's connected to the solar plexus chakra, and also you could call on Ariel, okay, when it comes to any form of emotional healing, and also to help you to be more creative as well, and to light up that passion, um, that's that may be hidden, or the desires, okay. To but you can call on Ariel, okay, as well, okay, because Ariel is very much connected to the sacral chakra, okay. And you could have been dealing with somebody who embodies the Knight of Cups energy, all right. So okay, so let's see what additional any messages, okay, what additional messages spirit have for the collective, okay. Okay, let's see. Holy Spirit, what additional messages do you have? What additional message? Okay. Okay, so this one, it says a father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason, whether your father is still here or has passed. A father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. So maybe your I don't know, maybe your father could still be alive or passed away, and maybe if they have passed away, maybe they're trying to, connect to you in spirit, all right. So one of the ways that you can sort of like, maybe connect with this person's spirit, if this person has passed away, okay, or this person doesn't have to be your biological, it could be like some form of father figure, it could be your grandfather, it could be somebody who was your stepfather, is to go out in nature, okay, go out in nature, all right. um because birds, okay, crows, they all are representatives of past loved ones, all right. And then it says, reach out. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support as much about the physical act of accepting help were offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support, however, is presented to you, okay. So, we could be receiving the support. It doesn't always have to be in spiritual form. It could be in physical form, okay, because the Most High does use other people, okay, to help us, okay, because the Most High knows our needs, okay, and our wants. All right, let's see what additional crystals, okay, to close this reading off. Let's see what additional crystals our spiritual team would like us to work with. Okay, if you're interested in healing, okay, with crystals. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we've got here phantom quartz. Okay, so it says embrace change. Okay, let's see. So if a lot of cycles, because I keep seeing the numbers 10, 13, 23. Okay, all these numbers do represent endings. Okay, so we've got selenite, clear the clutter. Okay, so again, we have to make sure that we use our intuition at all time. Okay, and for some of you, maybe you need to do some cleansing here. It could be physical, spiritual. Okay, we've got rhodoxarite. It says remember your worth. Okay, so again, Here Spirit is saying to make sure that we put ourselves and um, you know, make sure we also create healthy boundaries, because you got black kyanite. It says set strong boundaries, okay, against anything that doesn't serve our higher purpose. And hematite, it says ground yourself. So some of us might need to go out in nature to ground ourselves. And hematite is also a very good stone, okay, for women. All right. All right, it can help us to be to express our feelings more, and it could also help in legal matters as well. And I'll just take one more, okay, because they want me to take this one. It says this one is chrysoprase. It says allow yourself to receive. So again, this is very much connected to the second message, where it talks about reach out, okay, for support. Okay, and to close off this reading, all right, I'm going to be using this deck. It's called Angel Press by Carl Gray. All right, and if you are interested in working with angels, okay, the archangels, I put the name of a book. Okay, it's also by Carl Gray. It's called Angel Prayers. All right. So please check the description box. Okay, after watching this reading or listening to this reading. Okay, so you can call on again. You got Archangel Gabriel. It says speak your truth. Okay, and something that you could say to, and you could also call on Archangel Gabriel to help you with any form of inner child um healing work, as well as I think it's called Angel Mary of Angels or something like that. Okay, and it's still here. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity. Okay, let's see what other. Okay, it says signs from heaven, and it goes on to say, so again, it's all about paying attention. Okay, maybe our past loved one is trying to connect with us, connect with our our energy here. It says signs from heaven. Thank you, heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. Okay, we've got here um trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. Okay. Okay, we've got here. This message is from Archangel Zadkiel. And if you are going through this transitioning transformation stage, and you need help, you can call on Archangel Zadkiel. It says, thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. Okay, and I'll just take this one. Okay, and it says here, this is from Archangel Michael. You can always call on Archangel Michael if you somehow feel a bit insecure, to help you overcome your fears or even to clear any negative energy. And the message from Archangel Michael says, you are protected. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, please don't forget to check the description box. Okay, for the names of any books or um that you may be interested in. Okay, as well as crystals or things to do with psychic work and so forth. um Thanks to all my subscribers once again. Anyone who have taken the time out to view my readings. I do other spiritual enlightenment videos, so please check it out on my channel. Um, if you have clicked the like button before or shared my videos, my readings, thank you ever so much for your support. Whatever you did is much appreciated, and it does help the channel All right. Thank you ever so much. All right. And once again, if you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a message. Okay. Um, and please enjoy your weekend. I hope everything is going to go well. Um, and once again, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.